Hey, greetings friends. Mike Benner here. Today is Thursday, August 20th. Today is it's really quite a day. There's a lot happening in our family and community. Today would have been my father-in-law's 94th birthday. He died just over 3 years ago, and so the Porter family is remembering him. Also, today's the first day of school for a lot of public school students in Bedford County, and so we're mindful, holding all the people together who have to be together in a time that sometimes it's dangerous to be together. So we just pray for teachers, students, support staff, for everybody that makes education possible. And I am here in the most gorgeous place. This is near Route 30. It's a family, a friend. The farm has been in their family for over 170 years, which is amazing. And what a gorgeous, gorgeous place on a gorgeous day to spend some time slowing down, to spend some time in prayer and enjoying the view, talking with the owner, just being renewed. I pray again for that blessing for all of us, that we can find time to be renewed, to slow down from our 80-mile-an-hour lifestyles down to a country road or a trail pace for just a while, to be renewed in our spirits, to be renewed in our lives, and to receive life-giving things. The scriptures I'm kind of reflecting on today, there's a couple of passages. One is Isaiah 51, verses 1 to 6. It's one of the readings for this week. Another is Psalm 138, and both of these passages talk about this vision of renewal. It's as though the authors have this dream for what life can be, a renewed life. And in Isaiah, the passage reflects on the devastation, on the wilderness, on the desert, and the wasteland that Zion is, apparently during the exile. You know, after the temple had been destroyed and the people had been carried off to Babylon, Jerusalem was like a ghost town. It was a wasteland. And Isaiah had this vision, a dream of what it could be like. And he had this clear sense that this was God giving him this dream, that God had a future for this place. And as Isaiah began to write and to talk about that future, that dream, for the land to become like Eden, to become like the garden of God, to become a place where joy and gladness would abound, was life-giving. It was encouraging for the people to see it, to hear it, to imagine it. In the psalm, there's a passage about God's steadfast love, the steadfast love and faithfulness of God. And I got to thinking to myself, how did the author know? How did the author come to know that God, the great I am, the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, was a God of faithfulness and steadfast love? You know, I realize our parents have a lot to do with that. If we have parents who are faithful and loving, it's easier for us to imagine God who is faithful and loving. And if we have parents who are abusive and reckless with us, with their children, then it's very, very hard to imagine a God who isn't abusive and reckless and judgmental and harsh. So parents have a lot to do with how we understand and know God as a God of steadfast love and faithfulness. But I also think, in fact, in the gospel reading from Matthew 16, Jesus says it was God who shows Peter that he is the anointed one, the Christ, the Son of the living God. I think in these moments of slowing down, these moments of prayer, these moments of taking in the beauty of creation, these moments of renewal, that's when the Spirit of God shows us the heart of God. When we understand Jesus is the Messiah, the Son of the living God. When we understand that God the Creator is a God of faithfulness and steadfast love. So, again, brothers and sisters, friends, family, as I hear the scripture and as I spend a few minutes in this gorgeous, gorgeous place on this gorgeous, gorgeous day, I want to invite you to take a break, slow down, and find a place where you can be renewed. And just take in the beauty of this Bedford County view. Just think of how life could be if all we, as the children of God, could be open to the leading and the healing of God, and if we could create that community where the community is like the garden of God, where it's abounding in joy and gladness. Isn't that what we need? Isn't that what we need? May God bless you. May God bless you with God's peace, God's shalom, and with God's steadfast love.